Okay, so I've been getting a ton of requests asking how to set up the latest Pokemon Go bot. It's been going around on the internet quite a bit, so I'm just going to make a video for it. You're going to need two things. I'll put downloads in the description. You're going to need Visual Studio. You'll get this right here. If you don't already have it, you need to install that. It's pretty large, about 8 gigs if I remember right. But if you use the pre-compiled ones, you're not going to have the latest updates or anything like that, so it's pretty important for you to get this. You're also going to need the bot itself, which is this file here. Once you download that, just go ahead and extract it to its own folder. Okay, we don't really need that anymore, so we can just delete it. Open up this file here. And now this is what you're going to open in Visual Studio. Just double click this .sln file here, run that. It's going to ask you what to open it with, just choose Visual Studio. It's going to give you a warning, hey, this could be bad, do you want to open this? Just go ahead and open it. Now once this loads, you're going to need to go over here and go to User Settings, Settings. Double click that. And this is where you're going to type in your login information. If you're using Google, you can skip this top part. If you're using a Pokemon Trainer account, you can just go ahead and type that in here. You get the idea. Like I said, Google, you can just ignore these two. Pokemon Trainer, just enter them right here. Default latitude and longitude, this is where your bot's going to start at. A lot of people like to use New York, so to find your longitude and latitude, just go to Google Maps, and just find the place where you want to go. Alright, so all I did was type Central Park in the search bar at the top left, and that gets us here. So find wherever you want to spawn at. I'm going to go, I'll just choose right here, just anywhere. Click Directions from here. And now right up here, you're going to get your latitude and longitude, so just copy that. Open up Notepad or something. Paste that in there. Now just copy and paste this over here. Default altitude, you could change this to whatever the altitude of the place is, but I've been having no problems keeping it at 10. And the keep minimum CP, depending on what level you are, you might as well drop this. I usually just drop it down to 200. Walking speed, I've been fine with 50, but if you're paranoid, you might drop it to 25 or so. Transfer duplicates, if you have this on to true, anytime you have two of the same Pokemon, it will transfer the weaker one for candy. It's up to you if you want to do that. And if you have enough candy, it can evolve your Pokemon if you tell it to. I usually do this because there's not really any reason for me not to. So go ahead and save that, and we're not through just yet. Next we need to go down here to Pokemon Go Rocket API Console. Click on that, right click, go down to Set as Startup Project. Click that. And since I have this set to use a Google account instead of PTC, there's one other thing you're going to need to do. So I'll just save that. Go ahead and click play. Okay, now once this starts, for me it automatically opened up Google. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. If it doesn't, just go to this address right here, and like it says, just enter this code here. Highlight it, Control-Shift-C, and enter it here. Now I'm not going to click allow because I'm already running this on my other computer, so that's not exactly set up right. But once you click allow, the bot's running and you're good to go. And like I said, if you're on PTC and not using a Google account, it'll just start automatically. You don't even have to go through this. Now this whole enter a code on a website, you only have to do that once. From now on, every time you hit that play button, it's going to start. And in case you don't want to have to open up Visual Studio every time you do this, once you run it the first time, it's going to create an executable, so you don't have to do that anymore. To find the executable, you just go back to your Pokemon Go bot folder, go to this folder here, ending in console, then go to bin, and go to debug, and there's going to be this file here. It's an exe file. If you want, you can just right click, send to desktop, and now you've got a shortcut. And you can just double click that and you're good to go. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or ask me on hack forums. I may or may not know the answer. I'm not a developer for this or anything, but I'll do my best to help you. See ya.